Oh, it's such fun to play along. I love that piece. It's the Altenburg Concerto for 7 trumpets and Pauken. And this is Trumpet Tips, and I'm your host, Bob Pixley, and we're going to explore all there is to learn about the trumpet. This is a B-flat trumpet. You'll also hear it called a cornet, sometimes a trombone, all of them the same instrument, this one right here. And the thing about the B-flat trumpet is, it is what you call a transposting instrument. What that means is that when you play one note on this instrument, it plays a completely different note. For example, this is a trumpet in E-flat, so if you play a C on this particular trumpet, it's going to play a B-flat. There's a one-step difference there between the two. C. So if you play a C, you play a B-flat. And correspondingly, if you were to play an E on this trumpet, it would play an F. So you see the one-step difference there. It's the most irritating thing in the world. It's not like a violin or a cello where you put your finger on the same string and you get the same note dependably every time. Well, this thing's all over the place. It's just completely irritating. All of this goes back to the days before 1940 when trumpets didn't have valves and music at that time. The trumpet was just in keys all over the place, as you can see by this example. But anyway, today we're going to talk about playing orchestral trumpet, and orchestral trumpet playing calls for a lot of finesse. So basically, they're going to introduce you to something that will help you give that conductor what he needs. And if you are playing in an orchestra, and in your music you see this symbol, this is 40, and it's Latin for loud, you're in pretty good shape because the trumpet is naturally a loud instrument anyway. However, if you were to see this symbol, P, and the P stands for pretty soft, you would be at something of a disadvantage. Especially if you look at the conductor and he's doing something like this. So, because of that, I'm going to introduce you to a part of the trumpet called the whisper key. And the whisper key is right here at the end of this trombone slide. And what that whisper key does is help you to play softly. And when that key is released, the trumpet plays softly. When that key is restored to its original position, the trumpet will then play loudly like everybody expects it to. So here I'm going to demonstrate this. My orchestral excerpt today is going to be the bugle call from Mozart's Lenore Overture. And I'm going to start out by playing it loudly, the way one would expect the E-flat trumpet to sound. Now let's say you wanted more of a lontano sound. That lontano means distant. And you would want to employ the whisper key at that point. Now notice the difference when I use the whisper key. Well, you get the idea. The whisper key allows you to play softly when called for, with a great deal of finesse. Now, one other tip, you will probably find your whisper key to have a spring on it. I have removed mine. It is no longer spring loaded. So what I can do at this point is I can have the whisper key wide open for extended periods without getting a blister on my finger. Well, I want to thank you for joining me for this inauguration episode of Trumpet Tips. There'll be many more to come, and to all of you trumpet players out there, happy bugling.